Hi friends, let's learn about gait. So here's the thing. Gait on the NPTE is going to be a little bit difficult because it's not like you can stand up and walk around and do whatever you need to do to make things make sense and get into your brain. So my best advice for gait is to stand up and actually start acting it out yourself. So then when you're sitting there on exam day, you can actually go back and be like, okay, let me think about, I was doing that weird thing, maybe you're in a Starbucks or something like that. I was being weird in the Starbucks, walking around, doing the gait thing, now it's gonna stick with me forever. So big thing that I like to talk about is I will go through it myself and I will think, okay, I'm going through the gait cycle, my heel strike, I think what muscles are working, okay, my tibialis anterior is acting concentrically, and you have to understand what's acting concentrically or eccentrically for this. So kind of thinking about that, okay, and knowing the different, phases and then the different terminology. So heel strike would be our standard terminology. Initial contact would be our ranchos los amigos terminology. So you need to know both for the exam. And it can get a little bit tricky while you're trying to go through the gait cycle and remember these different names. So I always think, okay, I'm gonna act it out. I'm gonna think, okay, what's the name? Heel strike versus initial contact. Okay, cool, I got that. Tibialis anterior, acting concentrically, okay, pulling the toes up, keeping it off the ground. My quad is contracting to extend my knee. My hip flexors are bringing my leg forward a little bit, not doing too much, but they are sticking your leg out front and just thinking about what's happening. So what's acting concentrically? Is anything doing eccentrically? What's the name? What's going on? What does it look like? Then as we go into our foot flat, thinking of our eccentric dorsal flexors, all of those sort of things, and going through the motions again. What are the names? What's the terminology? What muscles are active? What are they doing? That sort of thing. And then going through a whole entire gait cycle. So coming up into mid stance, what's happening there? Going into our heel off, into our toe off, and then eventually through our moving cycle of our swing phase. I know, and it's even better if you have a little buddy helping you out. Say hi, Louie. So anyways, that's how I like to explain gait to people, just talking about the different stages of the cycle, what's happening at each phase, knowing the muscles that are activated, and talking it out to yourself and acting it out makes it way easier to understand when you actually go to take the exam later, and then you can think back to it. So we're going to be covering gait pretty extensively with gait deviations and stuff like that at our last minute review session that we're going to be doing on Sunday. So if you're watching this, come to our review session. It's going to be fun. I have the link down below and the link in bio. My nail buddy here's going to make an appearance. And we'd love to see you there because this is a topic that confuses a lot of people, so you are not alone with this, guys.